And now I am absolutely delighted to welcome on to this week's Urban Smooth as my featured interview guest, the wonderful Liz Arcane. Liz is no stranger to the show. I have played her music on the show in the past, over the last year or so. And Liz has a wonderful new song out called One Goodbye. And we've been playing it here on Urban Smooth for the last couple of weeks. It's a really, really beautiful song. It's very laid back and it's very, it's melodically and lyrically profound and wonderful. So, Liz, very, very happy to have you on the show. Welcome to Urban Smooth.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure to have you on, Liz. Like I said, One Goodbye is the new song out. It's a really, really beautiful song, very lyrically profound. And I've been enjoying it for the last few weeks on the show. And I know a lot of people who listen to the show have enjoyed it as well. And I guess we'll get started. If you want to tell me how the song came to be.
Of course. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I mean, that is the whole thing behind writing songs, isn't it? Is hoping that that people enjoy them, really. I work as a teacher in my day job, and I wrote it inspired by a group of really great young people who were worried about how to say goodbye. So it was kind of, it doesn't have to only apply to those circumstances. I mean, the idea behind the song is that saying goodbye is difficult, but it's temporary. And that was the kind of message I was going to try and get across. And a few people I played it to saying you could apply it to anything like relationships, that kind of thing.
Very much.
And and then because I wanted to give that kind of upbeat feeling that, you know, like a light message, I thought this really feels like a country type Americana song. That's where the sound of that came in.
Brilliant, brilliant. And I mean, you're no stranger to songwriting. You've a wealth of performance experience behind you and a repertoire of original songs. And I know you're getting some streams, but I suppose in terms of your songwriting method, or I guess you say, do you think you have a set songwriting method, or is each song that you write different, just inspiration strike from other areas? You know, I know it's hard to, it's kind of a how long is a piece of string?
No,
kind
it's
of
a great question.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a sort of patchwork of an answer, though. I mean, I tend to find I get a little idea of a melody. And then I think my songwriting really went strength to strength about 2 years ago, where I realised that it's better to write 1 3.5-minute song about one thing rather than just throw everything at a song. So since then, I've been really trying to make it, this is just a song about this is just a song about that. And I think it makes it a much more clear kind of storytelling, because I think I take a real storytelling approach.
Very much so.
It gets that a lot across much more clearly. And then I tend to find a bit of the music and a bit of the lyrics comes together. And then I probably have to spend, I worked out about 10 hours on then developing it and like honing and refining it and making it a clearer and simpler thing, all the while trying not to get imposter syndrome, which even though, like you said, I've got a lot of repertoire, you still get imposter syndrome, I'm afraid.
Sure. It's hard to kind of escape that. I think it's more of a mental thing as well. You kind of just have to block it out of your mind and just go with the inspiration as it flows. Yeah, really great.
Absolutely.
And in terms of gigs, Liz, have you been doing some gigs to promote One Goodbye, and what's the gig scene like in London at the moment?
It is okay. I wouldn't say it's brilliant. It's I'm tending to do fewer gigs than I'd like, because I do sort of find that it's quite hard for people to get out of the house. People are kind of losing enthusiasm for going to watch gigs, sadly, although I do understand why, especially in London.
Sure.
So it's tricky, but not impossible. I think it's just really being a musician, you end up having to do all these kind of other jobs as well, where you're sort of marketing executive and, you know, doing all these extra things and just trying to get the right balance of encouraging people to come to the show without annoying them, because it's my friends and family, isn't it? And then I'm gradually kind of trying to build up a mailing list of people who are not friends and family, but who are just really engaged with the music. And then it's a matter of getting the gigs at the right days and times and so on, and it all becomes a bit tedious administration. But I've got one book for October that's in Putney on a Sunday. It's in Putney Library.
Brilliant.
On the 5th of October, and that should be quite a nice acoustic gig. And then one in November in Highgate, so North London, and that is a Rocky Horror themed
brilliant
night.
That'd be good. That'd be good fun.
That's for Under the Influence, who do like you play one song by the influencer and then 2 of your own. So something from Rocky Horror, but I'm not sure what yet.
Oh, it'll come to you. Oh, I'm a big Rocky Horror fan, so that should be good fun.
Oh,
That'd be good.
good.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be good fun. Great. And in terms of forthcoming releases and things, I mean, the way the world now it seems to be kind of standalone single releases. It's kind of much more easier and convenient, I guess. But do you think you're going to have maybe an EP or an album down the line?
What I'm trying to do is trying to do the best of both worlds, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah.
I learned that technique they were calling it waterfalling, which I thought was
Okay.
kind of, I know what they mean, one little song at a time. So I've
Yeah.
been releasing a single every 2 weeks off an album. The album came out at the end of July, but I'm trying to hold back some songs just for people who buy the album. So
Okay.
I'm trying to give a bit of balance, and that's my sort of thank you to fans and people who've been following the music. And then what I'm trying to hopefully do is release two of these little mini album EPs every year,
Brilliant.
um, which I'm definitely aiming for one in December because I would say that I have too many songs. I would love this year actually to get those songs out to other artists. That's
Sure.
what I'm working on.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, it's always, I mean, you have the opportunity there, and someone who is a wonderful writer as yourself, there is the vehicle to present your songs to other people and other acts, and maybe have them record it. I mean, it's another avenue for you to get your songs out there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I've been working on that and I've been trying to write for artists as well and say, here's a song I've written for you.
Sure.
I think with everything, it's a mixture of breaking through
Yeah,
and a bit of luck as well, unfortunately.
absolutely.
Luck is always tricky, but I think the more that I try and do it and the more that I write, the sooner I'll get there, really.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you will. Most definitely. I mean, you have to have faith and you have to, keep plugging away and keep trying it. I mean, writers just write
Mm,
anyway. You're going to write naturally. It's going to come true
exactly.
regardless.
I've
Yeah.
got no control over that,
Yeah.
Sean. The
Yeah.
songs just come
Absolutely.
regardless.
Yeah. I'm a bit like that myself. Yeah. Yeah. It just inspiration. When the spirit moves you, it grooves you, like Marvin Gaye once said.
Oh, lovely. Absolutely.
But great stuff. So, Liz, before I let you go, I will let you have what I call with my interview guests their freestyle moment. Now, it's not a rap. You don't have to freestyle that way. Don't worry about
Thank
that.
goodness.
But it's basically your chance to plug whatever you want to plug, say whatever you want to say. It gives you the opportunity to kind of present or give people who may not be familiar with your music where they can find it on the streaming platforms, on the social media aspect side of things, and where they can look you up and check you out.
Oh, amazing. Well, I think in that case, I'd want to plug all of my releases,
Go ahead.
which are mostly on Bandcamp. If you look for Liz Arcane on Bandcamp, and that includes the album from July and the two from last year. But also, I've got so much material just on streaming platforms. And I was playing keyboards this morning, and I even went back to some songs from 5 years ago,
Wow.
like Summer Rain and that kind of thing. And I think just there's a lot of material there. And sometimes I feel like I'm listening to music by another artist because it was a while ago.
So
So it's
long ago,
interesting
yeah.
taking inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apart from that, I'd love to plug James Mason at Island Farm Studios,
Oh, go ahead.
who's the producer that I work with most of all and releases some really amazing ambient music
Oh, wonderful.
of his own and with an act called Hamilton Hound. Yeah, there's a whole kind of folky electronic world out there for anyone who likes it.
Definitely, definitely. We'll check that out. We'll give that act some spins as well, and promote his music too.
Oh,
Great
thank
stuff.
you.
And your music is available on all the streaming platforms as well as Bandcamp, is it? Or just
Yeah,
Bandcamp?
that's absolutely right. But if you
Yeah.
want the bonus tracks, it's got to
Well,
be
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp seems to be the way forward, really and truly. I'm hearing a lot of good things about Bandcamp as opposed to maybe Spotify or some of the other more kind of, streaming.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know
in the
that.
streaming world, but
Yeah, I know that King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard just moved all of their music to Bandcamp.
right.
Pay what you like. I think partly because they had some disagreements with the financial side of Spotify
Yeah.
and what they
Yeah.
use their money for.
Yeah. Absolutely. Nah, we don't do Spotify. I don't do streaming anyway. I'm very old school. I still buy records, so that's how old I am. But
Oh, good. Glad to hear it.
someone has to
That's
do
the
it.
dream one day is to get on vinyl.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, it's expensive to do, and I've known some artists, and I've interviewed some artists who are able to kind of maybe get some limited amount of their releases pressed on vinyl, but it is
Mm.
hard. But you'll get there eventually, because I mean,
I
the
might make
vinyl
that my
revival.
goal for 2026.
Absolutely, no, absolutely. And I mean, it's a doable goal. Again, it's just costly, and it's just it's a bit
Yeah.
tricky that way. But look, you'll get there in the end, and wish you the best for the future, Liz. This song, One Goodbye, is a lovely song. The video is on YouTube as well. A little cool video, by the way, as well. I was really enjoying the video.
Thank you.
Quite a simple video, but it does the job. And One Goodbye, just a beautiful song. I'm happy to spin it here on Urban Smooth. You're welcome to come back on the show anytime you want to, Liz. your future releases and have a chat, and we can promote them as well. And like I said, check out Liz Arcane, very talented singer and songwriter from London. She's available on all the streaming platforms. One Goodbye is the current single. So please do check it out. Liz, it was a pleasure having you on.
Thanks so much for having me.
Not at all, my pleasure.
93.9 Dublin South FM.